2-1 and 2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, Jack. Rig alert, rig alert.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Gets around him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Ready.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
43 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
To the 43, second down. The Bills are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. Let's go now.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play action. Here's Stroud. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Here's Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. 19, Charger, 19, Charger. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud.
This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Allen on third. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
19 yards. And the Texans first down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Now here's Stroud.
That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bills nothing. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And the Texans force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half, Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fairbairn
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Starting the third quarter with Cook.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Allen off the play fake. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And Cook has it left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Stroud on third down now.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Stroud off the play fake. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run right here with Swift.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just with silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shot.
And now here is another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. Racing to the end zone. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 42-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Hines. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on second down.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
35 yards.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
There he goes again.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Down to about the 37.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. On the handoff, this is Swift.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Stroud.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Steps away to his left.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.